3 to 4 years ago, only billion-dollar companies had access to this technology. Today, one person with a laptop can outperform entire departments. This is not hype, that's reality. I'm Shankar, I'm 47. I build AI systems for health tracking, my own business automation, voice companions, and a couple of SaaS products. And I realized something recently. AI might be the first technology in history that truly democratizes problem solving. Think about it. It doesn't care if you're rich, broke, young, old, technical, non technical, blind, struggling in school, life, or starting a new life over at 60. For about $20 a month, anyone can access tools that would have cost millions just a few years ago. And that changes everything. For me, it did. I'm an engineer, I run business, I've launched products, I build software. I'm not an AI influencer trying to sell courses or prompts. But the barrier to entry has completely collapsed. 2 years ago, my personal experience, I was hiring people to help me build applications for my retail business. I had the idea, but no time or coding skills to finish, right? So, I spent the money. But if you guys tried this before, it's usually your vision is not what came out as a final product. So it's 80-20. I said, okay, 80% looks fine. You you paid for the app from the developer and you moved on, and it's not exactly what it is you asked for, right? Today, a teenager with chat gpt or Claude can build something useful on a weekend, not because humans, right, suddenly became smarter or we became smarter, because AI removed complexity. The old model was learn technical skills first, then solve problems. The new model is describe the problem in plain English, and AI helps you build the solution. That's a massive shift. I've seen this firsthand personally at my business. We use Google Suite. I employ 50 plus employees. The employees and managers with zero coding experience, they were scared of AI in the beginning. And then I said, hey, Gemini comes with our suite of Google Suites that we buy. And they started using AI to solve problems. And I was fascinated by it. They started responding to emails clearly. They communicate better. They ask AI to make sure the response makes sense. Any issues with the retail business performance or anything, they use AI now. So they are saving time. It gives me less headache. I personally built so many apps and solved my pain points in 2 to 3 months than I've done in my entire life. Inventory tracking, customer workflows, marketing ideas, scheduling. I even, tinker with hardware builds. I'm not, I'm an engineer, but I didn't use engineers or developers to do this. Just me trying to solve problems and make my work easier. My kid uses AI for creative writing. My old neighbor uses it to understand medications and medical terminology. My nephew uses AI to understand math concepts step by step. My mother-in-law even uses AI now as a translation tool. She's a RN for with her patients. That's the point. AI meets people where they want to be or where they are at any given point. Here's the crazy part, right? Most people still think AI is some elite technology. It's not. But the price of entry is basically a Netflix subscription. For around $20 a month, you can access ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok. Again, these are used to cost millions, guys, couple of years ago, right? So now for $20 a month, you have access to one of the top latest AI models out there. These systems can change your life. They can analyze documents, write marketing copy, explain complex ideas, summarize research, generate code, brainstorm business ideas, organize your life, teach skills, automate repetitive work. That's just a few examples. 5 years ago, companies paid massive teams to do this, right? Like me, a couple of years ago, I paid a developer to, solve a, unique problem just pertaining to my business. And again, it is not what exactly I wanted, but it is okay, right? I moved on. That's the boat a lot of companies are today. Maybe even, if you run a business, that's where you are. You know this nagging problem that you want to solve, but you don't know what to do, right? So now it's accessible to almost anyone with internet access. And honestly, you only need one tool to start. Don't overthink it. I made a video about it. Go watch it. Pick one AI and go all in. AI is the most powerful when attached to real human problems. Take a note. AI is the most powerful when attached to real human problems. For me, I use AI to analyze health data. I love being health. I make health AI videos. I want to live until 99. So, it helps me analyze my blood work, sleep, glucose tracking, and I use it for my business, marketing ideas, product description, like I said, customer workflows, automation. And I personally learn a lot quicker now with AI because AI can explain a very complex concept in so many different ways until it clicks in my stupid brain. Right. For creativity, it removes blank page paralysis. You're just stuck as like what you want to do. Use AI. It just solves a problem. For everyday people, could be as simple as meal planning, budgeting, even travel planning, studying, resume, clean up, polish your resume, emails, side business, you know, like how do you polish a resume, right? You got to read through, like, man, I don't know what to type. Now, with the click of a button with an AI, it can generate, I don't know, 20, 50, 60 different, types of resumes, based on your input data. That's how powerful this is. So this is where people misunderstand AI. You don't need to become a programmer. You need curiosity. Remember this. You need curiosity, right? That's it. You just need to be curious. A lot of people are scared of AI. A lot of people ask me, will it replace jobs? Am I too old to get in? That's the most common question I get. Or most people ask me, is it too technical? But again, answer is no, no, no. But most fear comes from unfamiliarity. I tell them, you're unfamiliar. Just go pay the subscription, $20. There's no commitment, there's no long-term contract. Just go pick a model, Gemini, ChatGPT, Grok, whatever your flavor is, pick one and play with it. That, again, curiosity, right? You don't need to understand neural networks, you don't need to understand machine learning. You just need to learn how to ask better questions. Ask how to better questions. That's the new skill: prompting, thinking clearly, and communicating problems. So if you have a problem, if you know how to ask, right, that's all you need. Problem, ask better questions. And again, it's trial and error, right? You're going to make a mistake on the first try, second try, third try. The more you do, you get better. People who win with AI won't necessarily be the most technical. They'll be the people who adapt fastest. I adapt fast. I started in October. Now I have so much time under my belt. I'm not an AI expert by any means, but you know, I feel superpower now. I can solve anything that's thrown at me. It doesn't matter. You know, if I need to rocket a launch a spaceship, I can figure it out. Obviously I need money and funding, but again, that's the superpower you get. Here's my honest opinion as an engineer, who tinkered with AI. AI is the first tool I have seen that dramatically increases human potential without dramatically increasing complexity. Again, let me repeat it. Dramatically increases human potential without increasing complexity. That's the key, right? So for me, my potential is 1000x, 10,000x, however you want to. It's just like a microphone. The AI is like a boom box. It just, makes it bigger. That's why this moment matters. A solo creator can compete with big companies. A small business can move faster than large corporation. One person can execute like a team. This is no longer about coding. It's about leverage. And leverage has been democratized. So think about this, right? You don't have to worry about coding. Now it's about speed. The more you learn AI, more you tinker with it, the faster you're going to solve problems that's stuck for your business or your personal life or in general, right? So here's my challenge to you. Pick one AI tool this weekend or this week. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, doesn't matter, Grok. Find one real problem in your life. That's the key. Find one real problem, whether it's a credit card bill, electricity bill, or you're getting a divorce, you want to look at your divorce document, or you're filing taxes. There's so many possibilities, right? Blood work, analyze your blood work, analyze your health data. There's so many things. and ask AI to help solve it. That's how you start. You got to start somewhere, find a problem in your life, ask AI to solve it, and there you go. You're already in. So you used AI and you're an expert now. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, for real world AI use cases, business workflows, health optimization, and practical systems I actually use. And comment below, what's one thing you want AI to help with you right now. Thank you again for watching. Comment, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much.